Hyde Park is a community 6 miles southeast of Chicago's Loop. This community was developed in 1853 by Paul Cornell, a New York lawyer who purchased 300 acres of property from 51st to 55th Streets. Cornell deeded 60 acres of the land to the Illinois Central Railroad in exchange for a train station that would have a train that made daily trips to Chicago's commercial area. In the early 1890s, two transformative events occurred in the Hyde Park area. The first was the creation of the University of Chicago, and the second was the World's Columbian Exposition of 1893. So the key points on this map are University of Chicago's campus and the one affordable rental housing development in Hyde Park. This development is located on South Harper Avenue between 53rd and 54th Streets. In my research, I found that there were several government-assisted housing developments in the community surrounding Hyde Park. It is significant to note that the whitest neighborhood on the south side only has one affordable housing unit. We'll get to that in a second. Hyde Park has a population of 25,681 and roughly 12,082 households. The south side of Chicago is predominantly black. However, according to the map's color block analysis, the area in and around the University of Chicago's campus is predominantly white. A majority of Hyde Park's black population is located on the north side of the community, with the highest concentration in the northwest corner, as you can see on the map. These percentages are sharply defined within the Hyde Park boundary lines. Hyde Park's median household income loosely coincides with the area's racial demographics. Using data analysis, it is plain to see that the University of Chicago's population is more financially secure than a majority of Chicago's south side. In the area in and around the University of Chicago, signified by green and blue dots, has a median household income of $32,000 to $40,000 per year. On the north side of Hyde Park, the median household income is anywhere from $2,000 to $25,000 per year, shown in yellow. The crime rate in Hyde Park is above the national average. The most frequent crime is murder risk, while the least frequent is theft risk. In 2017, Hyde Park's total crime rate was 2,541 out of every 100,000 people. The violent crime rate was 654 out of every 100,000 people. In this map, the red dots signify the areas with the most concentrated crime activity, according to Justice Statistics. Persons poor households have a higher rate of violence. It is important to note that this activity occurs mostly around the one affordable housing rental development and on south side of Hyde Park, where median household income levels are lowest. From the previous map layer, we learned those areas also have the highest concentration of black population. Oh, don't want that to happen. Let's just for that. On January 10th, 2011, the University of Chicago announced renovation of the 53rd Street buildings. This plan provided a home for new restaurants, retail, and other tenants. In 2017, it was proposed that Phase 2 of the TIF would include renovation of the Polsky Center, office spaces for post-startup companies and for business or corporations, as well as more retail space. In addition, parking would be expanded. Let me flip this. R80. No, not that. Although some people were enthusiastic about keeping growing firms in a dense location near the university's innovation center, others wanted these firms dispersed throughout the south side. In addition, there were also concerns about traffic and congestion. Important. The original concept for Phase 2 was that would be for housing, particularly affordable housing. The University of Chicago owns many of the properties around the perimeter of its campus. Over the past 3 decades, it has sold several of the properties to private builders and developers in the hope that campus life will improve for their students. The buildings are being flipped to improve the surrounding areas. This includes more student housing, restaurants, and retail, none of which promise affordable housing options for local residents. In an effort to blur the racial boundary lines within Hyde Park, I propose that the 53rd Street TIF include more affordable housing options for local residents. In addition, I propose an expansion of the TIF into the northwest corner of the community with the highest percentage of black population. This expansion will provide families with safer, well-lit streets, decent, affordable housing, and more job opportunities within their community. This is my transformational map of Hyde Park, and I hope you enjoyed it.